There is a strange moment that happens sometimes. You meet someone new, or you interact with someone you already know, and everything they say sounds perfectly normal. Yet something inside you whispers that something is off. You cannot explain it. You cannot point to a specific reason. You just feel it. Most people think this is intuition, and it is, but not in the mystical way you might imagine. What you're actually picking up on are micro-behaviors. Tiny signals, small changes in movement, expression, tone, or energy that reveal what a person truly feels or intends long before they put it into words. Your brain has been reading micro-behaviors your entire life. You just never learned the language. Today you will. Because people reveal themselves constantly, not through long speeches or big gestures, but through subtle cues that betray their real emotions. And once you learn to notice these cues, you will understand people on a level that feels almost like a superpower. Let's start with the first micro-behavior. The eyes that stay too long or not long enough. Eye contact alone does not tell you much, but the pattern does. When someone is genuinely interested in you or the conversation, their eyes move in a natural rhythm. They look at you, look away, then return. It feels comfortable, like breathing. But when someone is hiding something, the eyes behave in strange ways. They might hold eye contact for too long because they want to look honest. It becomes a stare, not a connection. Or they might avoid your eyes entirely because their inner world feels exposed. The trick is not to look for one moment, but a pattern. People who like you look at you more when you speak. People who respect you make steady eye contact. People who fear you look at you in quick bursts. People who dislike you look away faster than normal. And people who are lying often look up and away when asked something emotional, as if trying to escape the truth. The eyes do not tell the whole story, but they open the door. The second micro-behavior is the micro-freeze. This one is incredibly powerful because it is almost impossible to fake or hide. When someone is caught off guard, uncomfortable, or hiding something, their body pauses for a fraction of a second. You might not even consciously see it, but you can feel it. The smile freezes. The hands freeze. The breath stops. The body locks in place. This pause is the nervous system revealing the truth before the mind can cover it up. Imagine asking someone a question that hits closer to the truth than they expected. Before they give you their rehearsed answer, their face stiffens for a moment. Or imagine mentioning a topic that makes someone uncomfortable. Their body stops for just a second before they respond. The micro-freeze is the body's way of saying, something about this moment feels unsafe. Not necessarily dangerous, just emotionally unsafe. Pay attention to it. That brief pause says more than words ever will. The third micro-behavior is the direction their body wants to go. People assume that what someone says is the clearest indicator of their intention. It is not. Where their body points tells you much more. If someone is engaged, their torso, feet, and shoulders naturally face you. They lean in, even slightly. Their body gravitates toward the interaction. But if their feet angle toward the exit, or their torso tilts away from you, or their shoulders shift aside, their mind is checking out, even if their words sound polite. This matters in conversations, meetings, dates, or even casual interactions. Someone can say, "Tell me more," while their feet are pointed at the door. Someone can say, "I am listening," while their shoulders angle away. Someone can say, "I care," while their posture collapses in dissonance. Body orientation reveals where someone actually wants to be. Their words only reveal what they want you to believe. The fourth micro-behavior is emotional leakage through the voice. The voice carries emotional truth more reliably than the face. People can fake a smile, but they cannot fake the micro-shake in their words when they are nervous. They cannot hide the quiet drop in volume when they feel insecure. They cannot mask the sudden sharpness that comes from irritation. Pay attention to how someone sounds at the beginning of a conversation compared to how they sound a few minutes in. Pay attention to the pauses between their words. Pay attention to the tone they use when they respond to emotional questions. Confidence has a smoothness to it. Insecurity has tension. Attraction has warmth. Disinterest has flatness. Guilt has hesitation. Anger has speed. Pretending something is fine sounds different from truly being fine. If you learn to listen instead of only hearing, the voice becomes a window to intention. The fifth micro-behavior is fidgeting and hidden anxiety patterns. Not all fidgeting means anxiety. Some people fidget naturally, but there are specific types of fidgeting that reveal discomfort. These include adjusting clothing over and over, touching the neck or collarbone, tapping fingers, rolling the lips inward, or suddenly fixing the hair for no reason. These behaviors often appear when someone feels uncertain, threatened, or insecure. For example, if you ask someone a question and they immediately touch their neck, they may feel exposed or defensive. If someone repeatedly adjusts their clothing while speaking, they might be trying to regain control. If someone taps their hands or shifts weight rapidly, they may be anxious about your reaction. Fidgeting is the body's attempt to release emotional tension. It reveals what the person is feeling, even if they try to hide it. The sixth micro-behavior is the micro-expressions people cannot control. Micro-expressions are tiny flashes of real emotion that appear on the face for less than a second before someone covers them. They show up when someone tries to hide what they truly feel. The most common micro-expressions include fear, anger, disgust, sadness, and surprise. You will see them in quick eyebrow movements, tension around the mouth, small tightening of the eyelids, or the brief raising of the upper lip. Imagine someone saying they are happy for you, but a flash of sadness crosses their face. Or someone saying they are fine, but a flicker of fear appears first. Or someone telling you a joke is funny, but disgust shows for half a second. Micro-expressions reveal truth in places where words lie. They are like emotional fingerprints. Once you learn to spot them, they become impossible to ignore. The seventh micro-behavior is the energy shift when you enter the room. Energy is not mystical. It is body language, breathing patterns, and tiny changes in expression. When you walk into a space, pay attention to how people shift. Do their eyes light up slightly? Do they straighten their posture? Do their eyebrows lift in recognition? Do they seem calmer or more tense? Do they pull back or lean in? Someone who likes you will open their body slightly. Someone who respects you will become more attentive. Someone who feels guilty may stiffen or avoid eye contact. Someone who feels threatened may become quieter or more rigid. Someone who resents you might show a quick flash of annoyance. People reveal their emotional response to you within the first 2 seconds of seeing you. You do not even need them to say a word. Now that we have covered the 7 main micro-behaviors, let's talk about why these cues matter more than verbal communication. Words are crafted. Words are filtered. Words are chosen with intention. But micro-behaviors are honest. They are the body thinking out loud. They reveal what the emotional mind is experiencing before the logical mind can adjust the story. People try to control their words. They almost never control their micro-behaviors. However, it is important to understand nuance. Trauma, trust issues, and social anxiety can make these signals appear even when someone has good intentions. For example, someone with anxiety might avoid eye contact, not because they are lying, but because eye contact feels intense. Someone who experienced emotional neglect might freeze because closeness feels overwhelming, not because they have something to hide. Someone with insecurity might fidget because they fear judgment, not because they are being deceptive. This is why reading people is not about jumping to conclusions. It is about noticing patterns, not isolated moments. Everyone has a nervous tick. Everyone has awkward moments. Everyone has off days. But consistent micro-behaviors tell a deeper story. So how do you read people without judging them? The answer is simple. Observation without assumption. Watch their patterns. Notice how they respond to pressure, to kindness, to vulnerability, to conflict. Pay attention to their baseline. Some people speak softly, naturally. Some people avoid eye contact naturally. Some people fidget naturally. What matters is the shift. A sudden change in behavior tells you more than the behavior itself. People reveal the truth when they deviate from their baseline. If someone who normally looks at you confidently begins to avoid your eyes, something is wrong. If someone who is usually calm starts tapping their foot rapidly, something is bothering them. If someone who usually fidgets suddenly freezes, something emotional is happening inside them. Becoming someone who notices everything does not require special talent. It requires paying attention. Slow down during conversations. Watch the hands. Watch the corners of the mouth. Listen to how the voice changes. Feel the energy shift. Observe the body orientation. These cues speak to you constantly. Most people simply never listen. The truth is this. People show you who they are in tiny ways. They reveal their intentions through the smallest behaviors. They leak emotion through subtle expressions. They express truth through movement, tone, and presence long before their words catch up. Once you learn the language of micro-behaviors, you will understand people more deeply, protect your heart more effectively, and navigate the world with clarity. You will no longer ignore the discomfort you feel when someone is hiding something. You will no longer question your intuition. You will see what was always there but unnoticed. Because the truth is always visible, you just have to slow down enough to see it.